Hello, 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 hello. Let me check my sound and we're going to get started. I got 7 quick things for you tonight, and then we are going to head on out. I hope everybody's having a great week. Okay. I hope everybody's having a great week so far. It's Monday. It's the best day of the week. You get to start all over again and go after it. Not only is it Monday, it's the first day of August where we can set some new intentions and we can set some new goals. And tonight's conversation is just about that. Setting goals for 7 areas of your life. And why 7? Because most of the time we only set goals for 1 or 2 or 3. But we really need to be looking at a lot of areas of our life. So before we get into it, I want to start us off with a money affirmation for you to say to yourself this week as we go forward. So listen closely. This week is the first week we're going to have money affirmation. And this week's affirmation is this: is money flows easily into my life, frequently and abundantly. Money flows easily into my life, frequently and abundantly. That's this week's intention and this week's affirmation for our money. And I'm going to get right into the 7 things. I'm not going to keep it a secret. I'm going to get straight to the point. So number 1, we're going to set goals for our career. Many of us do it all the time. We say, oh, we want to get the next, if you work for the government, you want to get the next grade, or you want to get a promotion, or you want to get recognized, or you want to make more money. But setting a goal and writing it down takes it to another level. It's a commitment. Put it somewhere where you can see it, right? And if you're a business owner, you obviously, I don't even have to say business owner because you got 3,000 million goals that you have to set. But be specific and get laser focused on that goal so that you can make it. Number 2, you want to set goals for your family. What kind of things do you want to have for your family life? Do you want to spend more quality time with your kids or extended family if you don't have children? What do you want to do? What are the goals? What's the intent behind setting up those goals, and how does that work? I once heard one of the YouTubers that I listened to, and I can't call his name off the top of my head. He said his goal was to make so much money that he could take his entire family on a vacation for 1 week, all expense paid, and everyone just had to show up. And this was mother, father, brother, cousins, whoever. They can all come to a big beach house or whatever, and they just spend the week together because that was important to him, spending that quality time together at least once a year. I mean, your goal doesn't have to be that big, but it can be that big or bigger. So think about, what are your goals for your family? Spiritual goals. What are your spiritual goals? Whatever your religious belief or your path that you find your way to the Creator or God, or however you recognize your spiritual walk, what are your goals? Do you have a goal to meditate every day, or to pray every day at 5 a.m., or to spend, to make sure that for those who go to church, to make sure you don't miss church every Sunday, at least that one thing? Or you know what? Maybe you already go to church and you said in January you wanted to go to Bible study. Well, get back on that goal if that's the thing that you want to do. But having a spiritual goal is as important as anything else, because our souls are here to work it out. So you start making those goals and you'll start seeing the enlightenment, right? Financial goals. You know, this is dirty little money secrets, but you got to have some financial goals. What's your financial goal? Do you want to have $2 million in retirement plus another 500,000 just to blow doing fun stuff? I mean, that sounds really cool to me. But what is your financial goal? Is your goal right now to get out of debt? Is your goal right now to save up for a house? Is your goal right now to build your credit? What is your goal? Is your goal to save up specifically for travel? Because travel is not just social and fun, it's also financial. Because if you found a way to travel for free, then let me know, because I want to go. The other, number 5, social. And I think this is probably more prevalent now since we've been we've had the pandemic and everyone's kind of going back outside, if you will, to some extent. And many people now are setting social goals. Like, you know what? Once a week, I'm going to go and spend time with my girlfriends. We're going to do brunch on Sunday, twice a month or once a month or every week or whatever your goal is. Or we're going to do spin class together, or we're going to do something social to bring you back into to whatever your normalcy is. Like, what is that thing that is going to make you feel like, feel social? And then physical. You can do the spin class, that kind of meets two goals, but exercising, what are you doing for your body? What are you doing for your body? Because if we don't work on these bodies, they will fail us one day, probably sooner than we want, right? But what are we eating? Are we changing our eating habits? Are we exercising more? Are we going to do weight training? Are we going to, try some of these cool physical challenges that they're posting, like the mud run or the Spartan race or whatever? What are the things, what are your goals physically, right? And then last but certainly not least, number 7, intellectual goals. What is something new you want to challenge yourself to learn? What is that thing, or something you want to master? Maybe you're good at it, but you're not a master, and you want to put in the time and become the master of that. And so the big thing is to set the goal, and you want to set a small goal and a big goal. You might set, this week I'm going to do X, or one of my favorite ways I've seen it done, and I've done it many times myself. One of my friends talks about it is, give yourself a 30-day challenge. We can do anything for 30 days. Give yourself a 30-day challenge for some things. 30-day challenge on maybe no meat for a physical challenge, or all fruits and vegetables, or 30 days of, I'm going to walk every day for 30 days. Think about it. Or intellectual, every day for the next 30 days, I'm going to read a book for 10 minutes. Put some things in place for yourself. Spiritual, I'm going to pray every day for 30 minutes. I'm going to meditate, or I'm going to do yoga. I'm going to do breathing exercises, things that will get you in a place and help you with your mindset, your physical and your spiritual. And then for your career, maybe it's stepping your game up at work. Maybe you need to for some, maybe you need to come in there looking like the CEO instead of, somebody that's not the CEO, right? Sometimes you got to dress for success and show that initiative and ask for more projects and things like that when you want to grow in those areas. So those are just 7. I'm not going to be here long, but I'm going to read the 7 to you again. You want to set goals for your career. You want to set goals for your family. You want to set goals for your spiritual life. You want to set goals for your finances. You want to set goals for your social life. You want to set goals for your physical body, and you want to set goals for your intellect or for your mind. And setting goals for those 7 areas will really help to propel you and move you to a different space and place all in your life. Who knows? You may come up one day and say, you know what? I am going to be a nomad. I'm going to put all myself in the backpack and become a minimalist, and I'm going to walk across America. And then I'm going to do South America. And then I'm going to fly to Europe and walk across that continent. And I'm totally making that up, but who knows what you will be called to do when you start to make changes and you start to set actual goals for yourself. If we continue to wander, or if you continue to wander, or just kind of let things happen, then things will just continue to just happen, and they won't be intentional. So set some intent for yourself. Like I said, again, if you missed it, you came in a little late. This week's intention for our money, or our affirmation for our money, is money flows easily into my life and frequently and abundantly. Money flows easily into my life and frequently and abundantly. Again, this is your girl Saran with Dirty Little Money Secrets. I'll be back again next Monday at 8:30 p.m. And I also go live on Thursdays at 8:30 p.m. with Millionaire Ladies Mom. So be sure to tune in there and go to the YouTube channel, hit like and subscribe so that you can get the notifications when we're on live, or because we're going to start doing more spontaneous videos so you don't miss any of the great content. So I look forward to seeing you again in cyberspace. And until then, until we meet in person, I'll see you later.